So, if somebody knows me or follows my blog, you probably found out that my mom is German. It's very interesting to have a German in your family. We had a club in school, kind of unofficial. Yeah, we all had German moms. Little things are different when you have a German mom. Everybody had a living room that looked like a furniture display that was only allowed to be used for company. And then we had a family room or maybe a kitchen that looked like somebody threw a grenade in there. So we were never allowed to sit on the living room furniture. Everything in its place. And then company would come over, and they wouldn't be allowed to sit in the living room. They could only gaze at it, an awesome, perfect spectacle that it was, and then hang out in the kitchen. Yeah. Growing up in school, yeah, took the German. Sure, 7th grade. Mrs. Bleistift, Mrs. Pencil. Didn't work out for me. I spoke German with a Prussian dialect, which means I got a D in her class. But then she came over to the house and listened to my grandma speak for 3 hours a day because she was doing a master's dissertation on the Prussian dialect. But we got the German moms, went through every German class, and we kind of built this bond. And it was in 8th grade that we got a German substitute teacher. He was handicapped. He was physically challenged. He had a cane. So we're getting ready for class, and people are coming in. And Junior Mateo walks in and goes, "Hey, Hitler!" And, it's a joke. But I was sitting in the front row, and that substitute raised his cane, slammed it on my desk, and screamed, "Hitler is dead!" He didn't take the joke. In 9th grade, we got busted. A 9th grade teacher. Yeah. First day of class. I see you people. You all speak German already. So, I will teach you how to curse. So if you go to Germany, you'll know if you're being bad-mouthed at all. That was cool. Yeah. When Americans curse, we use sex a lot, like cocksucker, motherfucker. But in Germany, Germans use animals a lot. So my favorite insult was, "Bitte, ist Ihre Tochter über 18? Mein Hunde haben sie gern." Which means, "Excuse me, but is your daughter over 18? My dogs like her." Then we went to high school and met Mr. Trayson. He was a trip. He was about the coolest teacher I ever had, and he said he was Czech, that he came from Czechoslovakia, and we'd always rag him, going, Sure, you're Czech. You're Czech because that's where you surrendered after the war." And he'd go, "Yeah." By 11th grade, we had soccer Fridays. Schulgenia, Fußball Friday. Sounds better, doesn't it? We'd go down to the football field and play soccer, and the only rule was we were to speak German while we played, with the intention of when you're excited in the moment, you don't relapse into English, because if you do, you got immediately benched for a 10-minute timeout. But it was cool as hell. He never called me Walt. He never called me Walter. He called me David. Why? Because you look like the David. Okay. Growing up German, you develop the excellent German accent. In fact, Welcome to Luftstalag 17, the rest haven on the Baltic. You can say that I am the Iron Fist in the Velvet Glove. Your attitude will determine whether you get the Iron Fist or the Velvet Glove. For you, the war is over. Yeah, right. Okay. And yeah, we have all the jokes. Let's see. This German guy loved his wife so much that when she was pregnant, he would steal things from the factory where he worked and bring them home for the baby. But no matter how he put the parts together, it always turned out to be a machine gun. That wasn't funny? Laugh, bitch. Um, and of course, all the Hitler jokes. Oh, no, I'm not going to tell one. It would be rude if I said, what was Hitler's favorite food is pizza because it doesn't scream when you put it in the oven. That's bad. Growing up German, war movies were a problem because you never could figure out which side to root for. I always thought my mom was insane until I went to Germany and saw large groups of Germans interacting to find out that's just natural. Mom would walk into a store and demand attention. I'm here to spend the money. Yeah, oh, by the way, she didn't speak with a German accent. I'm here to spend the money, and no one's talking to me. Well, in America, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, fuck you, pick something, buy it. But in Germany, when you walk into a shop, the owner or somebody who works there immediately greets you. It's like what Radio Shack always wanted to be. And they will help you. I spent time in Germany, and I saw a dichotomy there because in the local area, in country, I would speak German. And I'd go into a shop and, they'd rush up to me and want to know how they could fulfill my needs for the moment. And they'd be very pleasant and very polite and give me all the good information. And then when I'd go to check out, I'd whip out this obvious camouflaged American military wallet. And they'd see my mixture of dollars and marks in my wallet. And the attitude immediately changes. Another good example. I would catch Germans being German. I think they really secretly kind of are still depressed about losing the war. And in fact, men in my age group in Germany, the German men, they always seemed a little bit effeminate because I think it's that because their dad couldn't brag about winning World War II. But I digress. There was one day when my neighbor came over and wanted to take some beer bottles back to the Bierstube, the beer getting place. And okay, I had a station wagon. We load up, we drive there, and when we get there, it's total chaos. They're like slammed, and we get the bottles out, and the guy running the store sees me with my badass American military license plate, Toyota Corolla, and he yells, "Just leave them outside. We don't have the room." So we do. We add them to the pile, and we go in there and we reload 2 cases of Bitburger, and we're in line. And when it's our turn to check out, the girl turns to him and in German asks him, "Do I charge them the deposit?" And he said in German, "They're drunk. Charge it anyway." At which point I replied in German, "Wollen Sie zu meiner Rechtsanwälte mitzusprechen? Would you like to speak with my lawyer?" Free beer! Score! As a parent, you always want to pass things on to your children. My grandma, Oma, taught me to speak German, and when I was a father, I wanted to have my kids speak German, and we were in Germany. It was great. So I tried to teach him this and that. And my oldest son, Brian, he was 6 and didn't want to speak German. And then there came a day where the ice cream truck came by and we all ran downstairs. And I ordered myself French vanilla, and I ordered my little Timmy a chocolate, and I was going to turn to Brian and see what he wanted. And he just stood up and ordered a lemon. And citron bitter? I didn't even know they had lemon. So we get it, and we're walking back to the house. And I'm like, when did you learn how to speak German? I learned it in Host Nation, Dad, at school. Oh, well, why don't you speak German with me? Because you speak English? Duh. I only speak German to my German friends. So it's like, psst. So I hope you enjoyed me speaking about my German side. And give me a like and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. And then go to luckypuppy.net and see what kind of insane hilarity is going there. That's my blog. And if you have weak girly feelings, never mind, because it's not your mom's blog. Thank you.